Yeah, so we upgrade strength. We'll go for the valuable tech. And the augment sockets, of course. So I might get one socket and then install one augment, or I might get 2 sockets. But we have to get at least 1 socket. Because I've got no spare ones. Just thinking about it. There we go. So 2 locked doors, 1 door. We definitely open this door, right? We're not going to peek first, because I can easily get into cover. This is a demon database. So we use a Buster Chip 1 on this. It's definitely safe to get here. We know there's no cameras. No one noticed the... So that's Labyrinth. But we use Tony to get into this anyway. This is... Okay, so let's check for cameras. This is almost certainly fine. There's no way a guard even reaches this spot, so we can leave Tony there. I'm not sure about Prism, though, because any spot in here could actually be reached by a guard, so we'll leave Prism like this, I think. Actually, I could move Prism up to peek in these doors, but that's less useful when I've got no programs. Normally, I might peek and see a camera to hack or something, but I can't hack them. So we'll do it like this, I guess. So router increases a firewall somewhere. This guy patrols in. And we've seen... That just looks like regular cover there. I don't think that's a special room. It might be. Yeah, so he's patrolling back out. That's all fine. I can even wait here with Tony. He'll notice this door, actually. I could go out like this, steal from him now. That seems fine.
Do you see that? What?
No one else patrols in here, so it's fine to have Prism up like this. Grenade is very good. And then we'll leave Tony like this, I guess. Ready to get this safe next turn. We're not going to take a Labyrinth, of course. So I'd like to find that router. It looks like there's 2 routers, because there's 2 firewalls going up each turn. It could be very annoying. Let's do a sprint toggle so that we know what this guy's doing next turn as well. This should be absolutely fine. I think we open this door, because I can go like this. Or like this. So I'm safe to end my turn here, peeking. I think we know there's no patrol in here as well. So I could have probably stepped to there. Let's open this door. Oh, that is actually the cyber lab. So this is actually good to find this early, because then the rebooting doesn't really hurt. We've got Watchdog and Castle. Both of those are probably fine. So let's use these Buster Chips now. So Watchdog is kind of fine, because we don't want to be zapping guards this early in the mission anyway. The possibility that Tony could have been seen after opening the door. I don't think so. We can look at it later if you want, but I think Tony was absolutely fine where he was. Let's see what this is. Hollow circuit overloaders. Could give that to Tony, because he does have a cloaking rig 3.
Guess it was nothing.
So we'll move Prism first, because I want to see what the other augment grafter is, and if we want to give Tony an augment. So this boosts firewalls somewhere. Security guard. That'll be a barrier guard somewhere who has armor. Let's see what this is. Distributed processing, kind of irrelevant, I think. We've got loads of power from consoles that we're not using for anything other than Prism's disguise. We haven't been short on power recently. We're probably going to go with... But the thing about holocircuit overloaders is sometimes you don't want to take out guards with the cloak. So it takes out... you take a hit on the alarm level. So I could actually go for distributed processing. Or I could get 2 augment sockets and then hope to find some good augments in the nanofabs. Not sure about that. We have stolen from him and not found a pass card. It's a bit of a shame because we've got these 2 doors here. Let's take in... I don't think I actually want holocircuit overloaders. So let's actually take an augment socket on Prism from here, and then I'll decide whether I get distributed processing once Tony goes exploring and finds a nanofab. This is definitely safe, even if this guy comes through the door. He won't be patrolling all the way up here, otherwise he wouldn't have patrolled out of this door. And this is more than 8 AP away, so Prism's fine to nap there. Prism can get this console on the way past, so I'm not going to move with Tony to get that now. No camera down here. We know that also because there's a guard elevator. Could be a stationary guard on one of these tiles, so I'm just going to go behind cover a bit carefully. So this room is safe. We know that there's no patrol in here. I'm going to see if I can find the nanofab with Tony before Prism has to decide whether she's taking another augment socket or not. Hey there, J-Lab. Welcome back. That's a stationary guard. That's a router. That's a camera, so we'll probably cloak to get in here next turn. You can tell he's stationary because he's got his back to an item of cover. He can't have walked here. So I guess... I could wait 2 turns for the cloak so that I've got the buster chip, but the cloak lasts for 2 turns anyway, so we'll just move Tony here, cloak, take this camera. And I think that's fine for this turn. There's 2 routers on this map for sure. Yeah, so there's actually 2 cameras here that I need to hack. But they're both on 2 firewalls, so that's fine as long as the router doesn't hit them. Yeah, and I can actually see both routers here. I can steal from this guy now. There could be a door here. There isn't a door there. So we're just going to move up to here. There could be doors down here as well. I'm just going to move up to here to take this camera next turn. And then we've got cover to step around this guard to disable the routers. I think it's more important to capture the camera while I've got the cloak on. Oh, Prism's still KO'd. Is there any reason for not having channel points? I see channel points as kind of a way of kind of getting people to stick around for reasons other than watching the stream. I don't know. Like, some people use them effectively. I don't think they'd really work on my streams, so... Like, this is more a, like... compared to some other streams, it's like if you watch Storm stream, it's kind of people there having a good time, chilling out, and the game is not exactly secondary, but I think here I much prefer focusing more on the actual gameplay. We have stolen from this guard. I want to know exactly what his patrol is. So it's like the Like, I enjoy streams like Storm's where it's like a fun place to hang out and talk with people, but that's not the kind of stream that I'm doing. I'm probably not as charismatic as Storm is, so I can't really host that kind of... I still have the cloak on, so it's fine for me to open this kind of door. That's a lot of information. Camera, drone, camera. So I guess I'm gonna go like here. I'm gonna leave Prism here anyway, because I haven't decided whether I want another augment on her or not. We can get distributed processing, or I might want a socket. I want to find the nanofab with Tony. I guess I could come back with Prism later, but Tony might find the nanofab next turn, I guess. Actually, that said, we're not going to get past this camera, and Tony's not going to get through this door, so I guess it probably does make sense to start moving Prism up. And then if I find a pass card, I can get up this way later and come back for the augments. I just don't know whether I want to use this or not. We're definitely not using a buster chip on one of these because this one has 3 firewalls and this one has validate. Let's take this out. This doesn't encumber me, so that's fine. I do want to take this before I go through this. What kind of augment would we want for Prism? I guess another predictive brawling could be fine. Net downlink would be good, even though we don't have hacking programs. So we're moving Prism this way, I think. Close the door. Hide here, I guess. And I think Tony's just going to wait to get this next turn as well, because I don't want this thing raising firewalls on important devices. Predictive brawling's not that unusual. Like, we've got a neural disruptor. Plus 6 AP is good. Like, plus 6 AP is as much AP as you're going to get from an augment, and net downlink isn't as good here as it usually would be, but it's still good. Torque injectors could be really good, because we've got so many items on one agent. Could be okay to sprint with Prism now, actually, because we're about to distract this guy by stepping on this tile, so I'm gonna sprint here.
Did you hear that?
He hears that, but then he's gonna be distracted by this.
What?
I can use Prism's disguise to look down here to see if there's a door here. There probably is. And now I can step over here. I guess I want to do it like this, because I've only seen through this door on one turn. So we'll do a full peek. I don't know if there's a patrol through here. Actually, the open door indicates there should be a camera drone here. This guy doesn't see me when he peeks like this. Yeah, it does depend on how often you're taking out guards during a run, but like as I was saying before, part of the strategy
things
in the later game is just minimizing the chance of something going horribly wrong. So getting augments that are good in emergencies is fine, even if they're not doing as well on average. So this guy's going to go back to being stationary here. Guess we can leave Prism like here. That's not far enough to be seen by the camera. Tony's going to have to wait here. But he is in the blind spot for when this guy turns. This is actually okay as well. And gets me just a bit further into the room next turn. We're not hacking this, of course. That was a demon database. It got rebooted. But I think that's fine. I think we still get the information about demons from that. So this spot's the one for Prism, because then I can disguise and get up to this camera next turn. So unfortunately, this drone is on the wrong side of its patrol. Yeah, Tony's not seen there. So if I find the exit, then I can drop these valuable techs. Drones don't have turning blind spots, unfortunately, so I have to be like here. That's the exit. Nothing, but I will spend 2 AP to get 4 power. And I'm not going to hack this camera. I'd rather have the buster chips for something else. We never need to get seen by this camera. Have I just done a very stupid thing with Tony? This drone is diagonal here, so I can't actually get past like this. I should have hidden here. I could take out the drone now, actually. That's probably reasonable. Or I could hack it. Yeah, let's hack this drone. How many firewalls does it have? Shall I go exploring, or do I just EMP it? Because this uses both of my buster chips. We've got Prism's buster chips. We've got both of them still left. Have to do that. Yeah, let's hack this. Because exploring is good. Not sure to go through this door or this one, because I can close this one, just in case there's a patrol here that might see through the door. Interesting. So it's just these cameras in here. We don't even have to be... We don't have to hack these cameras. We can just be seen by them on the way out. We know there's no patrol through this door, so I can deactivate this disguise now. So let's get our agents in cover before we open this door. Like this, I think. So opening the door with the drone is better because we've got 2 stationary guards like this. There's some cover. I can use the disguise to get past all of this. 6 firewalls, so that's 2 buster chips. Or I can use the big buster chip on that. There's the nanofab. So both of these guards are clearly stationary. How many guards have we found? 4. So there should be... And the camera drone. There should be 1 more guard on this level somewhere. Nanofab is 4 firewalls, so I can get onto this now. I could have the guard pin the down drone. That's possible. Does the guard notice the drone on its own tile? I have a feeling he does. Does he stay there? Let's find out for science. So there's not going to be a door here. We've got a console here. Sorry, a safe here. There could be a camera there. I think we're going to send Prism like this. This is really good cover. there won't be a door here because there isn't enough space for a room to be here. So Prism's in cover from basically anything that could exist here. If there's a guard looking like this, though, then maybe I should use the disguise to step on this tile. Okay, so let's hand some of this over. I guess I should leave the valuable tech around here. Let's drop the valuable tech for now. Take that and drop it as well. I don't want to have to use a flash grenade this mission. We want to save that for the final mission. Where's Prism? So now we take the pass card and give that to Tony. And Tony drops that. And now we take the EMP. That's an EMP2. So I guess we upgrade hacking to use this. We'll give it to Tony as well. And Tony can peek here. Apparently not. Yeah, that's the question, JLab, is if he sees it and then if he notices it and then peeks. But then goes back to being stationary, pinning the drone, then does he keep noticing it and peeking, or does he move, or does he just stay there and not peek? I'm going to be really safe here and just use the disguise to step here in case I get seen by something. That seems to have been safe. There's a shopcat. We deactivate the disguise here to not use the power. Let's take the nanofab, it's got no demon. That's Felix. Torque injectors. Perfect. We've got a flurry gun here and a buster chip too. I don't think we want the flurry gun. I guess I could get it. I'd rather upgrade hacking for the to use the EMP pack. Could be good to have a flurry gun though. I'm not using this power for the disguise very often. If I get a Stim 4, then I might get the flurry gun. There's no Stim 4 here though. Yeah, I don't think we get the flurry gun because getting a Stim 4 is so unlikely at this point, and if I can only shoot it twice, and that requires swapping it between the agents. I guess I can give it to Central and Monster as well, but that's quite fiddly. So we're going to take another augment slot on Tony. That means I'm going to move Tony out here. Prism can get into this one with... I can use one buster chip on this, use the big buster chip all the way down here, and then use a buster chip on this on the way back. Or Tony can just get up to here and use the EMP on this safe, because no one's looking there. There could be a camera here though. I think we should be able to do this safely. So this drone's now rebooting. So he's interested, he's going to do a peek. I don't step here because even in disguise he sees me, but I have to go around this way. No camera here, so that's fine. There is a stationary guard here. So let's use the disguise. I don't really have a way of stealing from this guy unless I distract him somehow. I can distract him onto this tile using Tony, I guess. But I think I'd rather just use the buster chips and get Tony up there to get another augment socket. We use the other buster chip on the way back. So 3 stationary guards in one. I'll have to distract this guard away somehow. But I've got notice tiles. Like this will be a notice tile, so I can deactivate the cloak here and then reactivate it. And then move to like here or something. So it is actually possible to do this. This is 4 power, so I'm going to have plenty. I can also get these consoles. This camera sees me here, but I've got a cloak, so I can get these 2 consoles if I need the... Well, that's only 2 power in total. I think we'll have enough power from this console and enough turns on the disguise. But I think we can do this safely. There might be a door here. How many safes have I found? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's all 5 safes. We found the nano fab, we found the shopcat, we found the objective, and we found the exit. So that should be everything here. And I think that's all 5 guards as well. So the only question here is how long this drone stays pinned. It's very nice to have a shortcut through here with the pass card. Might be good actually not to open this door because we've got a guard elevator here and I can get to the objective this way. It is slightly less AP to go this way though. I think that's it for this turn. This tile is a notice squared for this guard. That's the one I mean. Like, this can't be noticed by any other guards, but because this guy is diagonally here, then this is his notice tile. The other notice tiles are for the other guards, but this tile here is noticed by this guard. I'll want to be noticed onto this square as well. So that means deactivating the disguise here. Oh, there's a camera there as well. But that should be... That's actually bad, because if I deactivate the disguise here, then I get seen by the camera. I can hack the camera with a buster chip next turn. Let's take this power, because we do that. I want to steal from this guard, so I'm going to deactivate the... Like, this guy's actually going to be... notice that as well, I guess. So he's going to do like 3, 4 and a half. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and reach it. I can distract this guy up there. This is his notice tile, right? This guy will notice this tile, so I'll distract him and steal that way. I'm not going to distract him here. So we move here, ready to buster chip this camera next turn. I'm not going to use the big buster chip on it because I need to be able to use that on this. Let's go the short way here because this guy is facing diagonally here sometimes, so I can't necessarily get through this door. But I always should be able to open this door. So 3, yeah, so he's not going to see this. Ah, Tony's in exactly the wrong spot now. By cloak, I guess. Or just wait a turn. Yeah, it's better to have the cloak for an emergency. We can use this buster chip now. Now this tile is noticed by this guard, so I deactivate the disguise. That's actually really bad, because I can't move on this tile. That's really annoying. I can't do some action on this tile distract this guy. And now I've only got 1 turn left of the disguise after this. Yeah, we can use sprint toggling to distract this guy up, and then I have to distract all of them, but that gets much more complicated. But the thing is, now I'm running out of power. So I thought if I decloaked here, I thought if I disabled the disguise, then he'd be interested in this tile, but because obviously, or apparently using the disguise or deactivating the disguise doesn't count as an action that he notices on his interest point. So I actually have to do something that causes him to check his peripheral vision. And there isn't anything I can do here. And now I'm going to be out of power, so I just have to move up. Really want to get into this big safe, though. Let's check. He is still stationary. So this is what I have to do. Throw a buster chip at him. Yeah, so this is why it would be nice to be able to just stamp your foot on the ground and make a noise distraction. I think torque injectors is definitely the right thing to do here. We're going to wait with Tony so that I can get past. I forgot that this guy moved here. I thought he was diagonally like this, but he's just blocking me. So there's an additional guard here as well. So I want to bring this guy up so I can steal. So we'll deactivate this so that I can step here. We'll use this buster chip, because Felix doesn't matter at this point, and that means that I actually get more money from this safe. Stim 1 is okay. Probably going to sell that though. So let's actually apply it and then sell it immediately. Because we don't have enough inventory space for good items. What augment does Tony have? He's just getting a socket. Tony has predictive brawling. This is cover. Yeah, let's carry that and then drop them like here or something. Or if I do this and then I can get full vision so I know what this new guard is going to do. Yeah, the guard is still pinning the drone. He's just going to be pinning this drone forever until I distract him so that I can get past without the disguise. So it looks like we're going to have to do this without the disguise or just abandon this safe. But I want to get the safe. So this guy is walking up here. I can peek with Prism to see what his interest point is. Where are you patrolling to? There. So this is fine because he's not going to actually reach that point before Tony reboots. This guy's not going to move still. He's still stationary. I guess I should have sprint toggled to, but we'll wait for this guy to go past so that I've only got 3 guards to worry about instead of 4. Let's hide here. Was that a grenade? Who threw a grenade? And why? This guy's thrown a grenade. Oh, to go up to this square, right? Because that was his interest point. Because I distracted him there so that I could do the steal. And I've once again failed to do a running trick on this guy, but that's fine because this guy's too close. So he's going to walk there, do a peek. I guess I have to be... And I could just be here and zap him. And then paralyze him. That's probably a good play, right? If I zap him and paralyze him, then I've only got 2 guards to worry about on the way there. Can you sell valuable tech at a nanofab? Let's find out together. I think you can't. No, you can't. I'll just go to here onto ambush. And then we'll paralyze him and it'll be out for like 10 turns. Tony's still down, but that's fine. He goes down. We take the hit on the alarm level because we have no way of taking out his heart monitor before that, but that's okay. Tony is fine here because this guy turns this way. And Tony is now got another augment socket. No, Tony's not fine here because we've got a guard. But I don't think he's reached this point yet, right? The guard that's coming up here won't reach this door yet, I think. Oh, and he's out for 3 turns, not 2, because the strength upgrade gives +1 KO damage. So this guy, we can distract him to here. I kind of want to do this. This guy's going to go that way and peek and not see this downed guard. Still streaming. Hey, Chesto. I want to distract this guy next turn. So let's leave the valuable tech here again. I think this guy won't reach this door yet. But if I peek, then I can't check. And if I move here, then... Yeah, let's be here on ambush just in case. Because if he does go here, then he goes diagonally first. I think that's the safer thing to do. So now I've got notice tiles that I can distract this guy with.
Additional guard patrols. They are coming for you.
Unfortunately, I can't do a sprint toggle to get him to go all of the way back. So I'm just going to let him walk back. But that means it's going to be hard to get past him on the way there. I can use Tony to get these consoles, and then I've got 1 turn left of disguise with Prism to get back. I think if this guy's going to be stationary on this point, then he probably sees this tile though, so then I don't have very good cover. I can be like here. So I think I need to sprint toggle this guy, and that means the drone wakes up. So Tony's going to have to be responsible for hacking this drone again. So what can Tony do for me now? That means the door is not seen. We don't know what this guy's going to do though. What's the fastest way for the alarm level 3 guard to reach his interest points? 1, 2. So I guess he's coming through this door, right? Because that's going to be a faster way. So this should be okay, except for the fact that he's going to do diagonally here. So this should be okay, as long as he doesn't come this way. This is definitely safe. This is definitely safe. So I guess we're just waiting there for a bit with Tony until I can see what this guard is doing, the one who's interested in this points. Yeah. So what I could do is bring this guy up to here, because he's going to take more than one turn to do it, and then hide here again. So this guy will pin the drone again. And then do a running trick to distract both of the guards, but then the drone wakes up. So I think I have to do it this way. We'll be heard onto this tile.
Did you hear that?
Disable sprint. Then bring this guy up to here. Then I can get to here, which is okay. So like this is 5.5. That maximizes the journey time for this guard. And then this is safe. And then I can get here, steal from him. So he's going to go like this, be facing that way. The drone's going to wake up. I hope the drone's vision doesn't see me like this. Yeah, congratulations on beating Expert Plus Willow. That's a really good achievement. I think Tony's got to be like this, because I don't know if the guard's coming through this door. I think he shouldn't, but I don't want to risk it. So he peeks. This drone's about to wake up.
Absolutely nothing going on.
This guy goes here. There he goes. So he came through this door. We don't know what this guy did.
Hey, what was that?
What's going on here? The drone has woken up, right? So if I step here, does the guy turn around? No, he doesn't. He's just interested in this spot. So how do I do this safely? Kind of need this power so that Prism can disguise on the way back. I could zap this guard, as long as I can take out his armor. I can't take out his armor. We're definitely doing this. I guess I can use the 2 regular buster chips on this save, then save the big buster chip for this guy's armor. I guess I could use the big buster chip now, take out his armor, then get to here, use the 2 buster chips here next turn, and then zap this guy on the way back. I think that's it. I don't need power for... Yeah, if I had 1 more power for the disguise, then that would be fine. I don't need power for the neural disruptor, though. Yes, so this continues to be seen by the camera, but that's okay. I'm tracked by the camera, but that's fine. We get to steal from him, which is good. We use the big buster chip on his thingamajig. So there goes his armor, and then we can zap him later. And then I'm gonna come down to here and use the buster chip on this next turn. The drone doesn't reach me, so that's fine. I have a feeling that this guy cares about that spot now because I was seen there by the drone, but he doesn't reach it. So if he's here, then he sees like this. I think I can get to the safe. I'm not sure about that. If I run here, I can get up to here, which is okay. That's not heard by this guard, so that's what I have to do, right?
I heard something.
We'll close this. Oh, this guy's here. That's bad. I've got to use the cloak here. That's actually really bad. Or I can just zap this guard. Because this guy came this way. That was actually really dangerous. I've forgotten about this. Because I need to get this power soon. I did this too early with Prism, I think. I'll go on to ambush just in case. I think I've moved too early. If this guy wasn't in the way, then I could get to here and then get these next turn with the cloak, but... Actually, if I cloak here, then this is fine, isn't it? Yeah, because the cloak lasts 2 turns, so I don't have to zap this guard. I'm just going to cloak.
Did you hear that?
This guy doesn't hear, importantly. I'm going to open the door now, so that when this guy's looking through the door here, he doesn't notice this door opening. I think this is as good as we can do. Of course, this guy actually notices Prism here.
What? Nothing.
That's actually quite bad. Because he turns diagonally, and that means I can't get to this safe. So I'm still cloaked here. We get to steal from this guard. And I can sprint here to get these 2 consoles. I think I need to do this. Right, I need to have the power, because Prism can't be safe here unless she uses the disguise. This guy should be going back to his stationary point. This drone, we don't know what it's going to do. It's hunting that way. This guy's going to go here and peek. I should have sprinted here. I should have done a... No, that doesn't work. I should have just been hiding here last turn. So I've got to do this with the disguise. Then 5.5 is 4, 3, 1.5. This is actually okay, because I can end in the disguise here and no one will be looking at me. So we sprint with Tony.
Did you hear that?
We get these, and I can also take this camera now. Which is good, because I'm going to have to end in this room. I guess I don't have to end in the room, but if I'm going to get these consoles, then I can't get into cover in here. So now Prism can use the disguise for 1 turn. Bust this safe. That torque injector's on these buster chips. 2-turn cooldown. So good. 501 credits is absolutely worth all of this hassle. And then... this is okay. No, I have to hide in this corner, right? So that the drone doesn't notice me. Yeah, so this corner is the right one. And then no one will be looking at this corner afterwards, except for the fact that this guy will be here and stationary again, so Tony's going to need to distract him somehow. I can do a sprint toggle onto this tile, but that won't be heard. This guy's going to be looking here at the door, so I can't get past him that way, so Prism's going to have a hard time getting past this guard. I guess I've got interest points that I've got notice tiles that I can use. Yeah, so as Willow says, I see this as kind of a puzzle game. Because you've got these kinds of problems that you need to solve, and you can work out what the rules of the game are. So this guy's now facing this way. Drone's going to walk straight past me, then the disguise fails. So it does a scan and actually points this way, so that's actually bad. Right, because of the scan. Okay. Forgot about the drone scan. So Tony gets located. That means it's shock o'clock. Because I can't safely open this door. He's going to kick it in. Actually, what I can do is a sprint toggle here so that he doesn't think I'm on the other side of the door. I think he only kicks in the door if he thinks I'm on the other side, so this should be okay. We go on to ambush here. Now Prism gets shot. So if I had one more power, then this would be okay. But Prism gets shot here. So Tony's going to have to drag the Prism out. Yeah, apparently the scan deactivates the disguise. So there might have been a way to do this if I ended here on ambush. If I ended on this kind of tile on ambush to zap this guard. But it requires this guy to move first. And I think he did move first. But I think there was a way to do this. Yeah, the disguise deactivated because of the power, but the scan means that he turns around. Yep, so Prism's getting shot here. No way around that. Fortunately, Tony has some strength upgrades since the last time we had to drag someone out. Yeah, it almost worked. But because this guy noticed me on this tile, he turned diagonally. I think if he didn't turn diagonally to notice me on this tile, so I should have been hiding in the corner and then he wouldn't notice me, and then I could get to this and use my turn of disguise to get out after that. I think that's how it could have gone. I'm not 100% sure though. If we're going to be being dragged to the exit, then we want to be shot on this tile.
Target down.
So we've got Tony on ambush. We've got this shock trap on. Can't really do anything else here. We can see what this guy's interest point is, but he should just be peeking on his own tile. This guy is at least out for another 7 turns.
Looking around.
So the main issue here is just waiting for these guys to not be interested in Prism anymore. We're also going to have to wait for alarm level 6 to go away, I think. Otherwise it's too dangerous to have Tony in here and getting his location detected. So let's move this guy somewhere safe. So he's interested there. Can't do any more peeking this turn. This door isn't kicked in. So he's going up to there. That's where his grenade is. I can't see anyone else to peek on them. 4 turns left on the cloak. I guess I should drag this guy up here just so I'm less likely to get a guard coming up.
Investigating.
We're investigating the scene.
I think for me, Siphon is usually fine because I have no power anyway. Or I can at least get myself to a point where I can spend my power and then take the Siphon. A lot of the demons, if you know what they are, then you can do things to mitigate them. So that guy's going to do a scan there. The scan shouldn't detect me. We're going to drag this guy onto this kind of tile as well. I guess. And we're just waiting for everything to blow over. Yeah, I was saying I don't need to upgrade hacking because we haven't had problems with power, but this mission we seem to have had a lot more. I guess because we didn't really need the disguise that much last mission, whereas this mission I did need to use it quite a bit. Scan grenades don't work through walls, that's correct. So here we get to a security level 6, so Tony is going to get located in his room. Here's another Elite Enforcer. The Elite Enforcer is going to pin Prism for a moment. I think if there's any turn to get seen by this camera, it's now, right? So I can hack the camera. I'm not going to need to hack anything else. I don't want to have to use the cloak just to take out this camera. I'd rather use the cloak when I'm dragging Prism. So we've got one interest point here, one... where's this guy? One down there. So he's coming into the room. He's actually going to see Prism. This guy's going down there. We've got an interest point here. I guess we wait to do this camera.
Investigating.
Yeah, so having this support guard throwing grenades around is gonna be a challenge. I need the cloak. Actually, could use the buster chip on the camera drone. Or I could just step like this and EMP the drone. Because no one's... So here's what we do. I'm gonna run here. It's not seen by anyone except the camera.
Hey, investigating.
Investigating.
We'll hack the camera. And we'll take out the drone. This tile's not seen by anyone. This guy sees this tile, but not this one. Yeah, so I can actually get this way.
What was that?
Investigating. Hey.
We EMP the camera drone.
Hey. Investigating.
We step like here. And then we can use the cloak next turn, except that I'm going to be blocked, aren't I? Yeah, I should have taken out the drone earlier, I think. It would have made things a lot easier. On the other hand, we did get to learn what happens when the stationary guard is pinning the drone. Yeah, so he's actually going to be blocking my way. That said, I might have a notice tile here to use. Or he might just pin the drone. Yeah, he might pin the drone because it's newly seen. And this is perfectly safe because I've got a cloak to use. Yeah, he pins the drone, so I should be able to get past him. Oh, he's actually blocking the door here. Okay, that's bad. So if I get noticed in this room and a lot of guards come in, then I cloak. So we use the attack here, I think. This guy should face this way when he wakes up, I think, because he was dragged that way. This guard definitely doesn't look at me. So I think it is safe to use the attack here. No, I don't think I die if I use the ambush. I think it's safe for me to use the attack because these move first before he wakes up anyway. He wakes up at the beginning of the next turn, not the end of my turn. So I'll zap one of these guards. They'll run up to me. Hopefully they're not blocking the door. But if I don't zap, then I could be cornered, right? Yeah, it will trigger him to investigate me, but then he'll be blocking this tile, right? And then I can step out diagonally. I think this works. And if it doesn't, then we had a good run. Why isn't he? Oh, he's actually stepped here. That's strange.
What was that? Investigating.
So none of them actually came here. He stepped diagonally.
What happened?
Now he's waking up. So I can't get past now. So he should... He's going this way, so he's actually going to see me now, but I'm blocked. So why didn't this guy run here? I don't understand why he did that. This guy should move first, I think. So I don't want to be on ambush here. But because they're blocking my way, then... So because this is like a really narrow point, I guess I should have been hiding here instead of here. I've got a cloak, so Tony doesn't get shot here under any circumstances as long as I'm not on melee. And the cloak lasts for 2 turns, and they shouldn't block everything for 2 turns. Let's see what all of them are going to do. The only question here is whether I want to let them see me in this room and then cloak to get out, or if I cloak now so that they don't see me and then they get out. And it's a matter of if they see me, then are they going to be blocking me? And I guess they are going to be blocking me. So I have to cloak now. In that case, I'd rather be in this corner so that they're not peeking and wondering why they can't move. I can't do a sprint toggle because I've used my AP to peek on them. I wanted to see if they were going to leave. I guess I could have run before that because there was no way I was going to... But if I sprint toggle into the corner, then they just come and surround me, right? So I don't think it's ever right to sprint. I think we have to do it this way.
Investigating the area. Looking around.
Looking around.
So please clear a path for me.
Investigating.
Looking around.
No path. So I have to move Tony over here and wait for the cloak to replenish. This spot should be perfectly safe. Let's check what the enforcers are doing, because if they throw scans, then that's bad. He's scanning here, that's fine. So let's hide here, and then the turn peeking, and I don't need to be on ambush. So now we've got to wait for 7 turns for the cloak.
Grenade out. Throwing a grenade.
This support guard's down here, so I don't get
checking things
grenaded
out.
here, which is good.
Investigating area.
Central right now, our agents are expendable operator.
Investigating.
The Prism got shot for 500 credits. That's what we're doing all of this for. So he goes back there, that's fine. I need to know what these enforcers are doing. He's going away. He's interested in that point, so I shouldn't be seen by anyone here. These guys are all leaving. This guy is coming in and throwing a grenade. But that doesn't go off this turn, so I can get into safety up here or something. What's the radius on the grenade? I can hide in this corner. That's round the corner of... That's hard cover from the grenade. think we passed the turn here.
Grenade out.
Looking around.
So I don't like having a support guard throwing grenades around, because that is one thing that I can't... if I end up in a situation where I can't get out of the way of the grenade, but I think this is okay. Also, these guys are all going away. So he's going to peek on this tile. I could actually be all the way up here. That's definitely safe from the grenade, but then when he peeks, he'll notice me. Like this, I think he doesn't notice me, but this one he does. I'm less likely to be noticed on this tile, though. Is the camera safe? Both of these cameras are mine. I think I'm safest here. So I don't think the grenade hits me like this. If he notices me, then I can just go onto ambush. Yeah, so he peeks all the way here along this line, but this is cover from where he does the peek. I think this is okay. Yeah, so Tony doesn't get KO'd by the grenade.
Investigating area.
So he does a peek. He doesn't notice Tony there. That's good.
Investigating.
I could actually zap this guard right now, because he's one of the most dangerous guards on the map. I could move up to here, zap the guard. Move here and zap the guard next turn. Or I could just be here and zap him when he comes round. That's probably the safest thing to do. Still... So I've got this camera, which is good, because I can see if anyone's pinning Prism. Don't they extend forward when they peek? No. This is cover from where he peeks. He would notice me on this tile, but I would be in cover. He wouldn't see me. I guess I move to here and then zap him on the way. So that's ambush. Yeah.
Investigating the area.
The soft corner thing works even if it's not adjacent, so he'll notice you at a soft corner, but he doesn't see you around the soft corner.
Investigating area.
So I've got my predictive brawling up now. There's one guard here, and he's a support guard with the grenades. I think... So I could get up to here and go through the door. It's not giving me a path there for some reason. If I go through the door, he's going to be facing this direction, because that's where he throws his grenade. And if I... This door's got to be open, right? Otherwise he can't throw a grenade through it. There could be a guard here. Let's drag this guard somewhere. They're going away. That's perfect. So let's drag this guard up to here. And the turn peeking again. I was thinking I might want to move when I've got predictive brawling on, but actually it's better to move when the neural disruptor's not on cooldown.
Investigating area.
So he's coming up to here, unfortunately. These guys are going away. He's going away. Let's just wait a bit longer. And I can shock trap this door again.
Looking around. Looking around.
We've got 3 guards down here.
Investigating area.
Looking around.
So we're definitely not moving yet. Let's see what their interest points are. So we've got 1 down here, 1 up here. None super far away. 1 here. He's going further away. He's coming into this room, which I guess is okay. His interest point is here. That's all fine.
What was that? What was that?
He's coming around there. I can drag him to here, but then I don't have much to do when he's here. So I guess I drag to here. He's facing that way. Can't see where he's hunting. I guess he's peeking on this tile because he's only just seen Prism. We pass a turn here.
Investigating the area.
Investigating
It's
area.
another support card. So I have the cloak again. If this tile is okay, then I can attack this guard, get the predictive brawling, then cloak and run down here. So if I'm sprinting, then this is going to be 7.5. That gets me 13.5, so it gets me most of the way there. This is probably safe to step on, right? And if it's not, then I can cloak here. The only issue is if someone's blocking this door. And that's unlikely. This guard's probably woken up at this point, right? The guard who was out here for 11 turns.
What was that?
Investigating.
Investigating.
So these two are facing away. So I'm actually okay to step here. He's got a pass card. Let's give him another one. This is the guy who throws grenades, so I want him out. And I don't immediately need to cloak. We've got this guy here facing this way. Predictive brawling is nice here. Let's pick this up in case I absolutely need it. This guy doesn't see that far. I can get him to here. Let's use the shock trap around this. No, it's not a good idea to shock trap this door because then there'll be a pile of guards around here and I can't drag out. What's this stuff? Just the valuable tech. So I can load Prism's body up with this. She has 2 inventory spaces. And there's 3 things I need to drag, so Tony's gonna be encumbered while dragging. I think this is fine.
What was that? Investigating.
So no, I don't get noticed up to here. I don't get heard up to there. I could actually go here, just slightly better. Not heard up to there, then I can cloak later. Encumberment did not make up this mess. It was the lack of power and the drone scanning. It was, so I could have used the disguise. There was a stationary guard here and I wanted to be noticed on this tile. $500 credits made up the mess, but it was such a good 500 credits. If I could have been noticed on this tile by de-disguising and then re-disguising again, and then I could have moved out to the way this guy would move, and then I get the safe, and then I get out. But because I can't do anything on this one notice tile to distract the guard, and then I had to move up here, and then I had no power left. It wasn't just 500 credits, because there were a couple of guards I got to steal from as well. So it was more like 800. Oh, you mean 501? Yeah. I think this is going to work, and then we've got the disguise. Then we've got the cloak. And I've got a grenade if absolutely necessary, so I don't think I think we're going to get out of this mission. It just might take a while.
Grenade out.
He throws a grenade up here.
Hey, you okay?
That's actually fine.
Investigate.
It's good to be scanned up in this corner as well, because that means they'll be in here rather than on the way. This guy's unfortunately pinning Prism. I need this guy to move. He should move, right? Yeah. So he's interested in up to there. So I can cloak here, move down here. Then drag her into this corner, and then just hope the guards disappear. I can loot Prism's body here. That's probably actually a good idea. I can give her these buster chips for now and take the neural disruptor in case I need that. Then we hide here. Or here is slightly better because I'm cloaked anyway. This grenade doesn't hit me from there.
They're down. I'm calling it in.
That support guard is being pinned a little bit.
Investigating area.
I don't even need to be cloaked here. So how far can I drag Prism? I can drag up to here, but there could be grenades being thrown, so I think it's best for me to be in this corner. And then we wait for them to disappear again. I should probably have peeked first, but I don't think any of these guys are coming towards this corner. No guys around here for me to peek at. So we're probably waiting here for these guys to go away. Maybe even the cloak comes back and then we can get up. So they're both going out. this guy wakes up. That guy's about to wake up. This is fine. I can't even see anyone at this point to do spying, so I guess we're okay to drag Prism up to that far. I can't even peek here because I'm out of AP. Hopefully that's good. So I just need the guys to disappear from this room. Didn't hear anyone moving towards me, so that's fine. Oh, I can't peek like this, so I peek first. Let's see what they're doing. So one of them is actually coming in here. But this is okay. It should be okay. This should be fine. In the worst case, I use the grenade. So I there's a grenade here now. 3 turns left on this cloak. Someone's got an interest point here, but I'm not sure exactly who. This spot's safe from the grenade because of the hard cover. So someone should be running up to there. Yeah, he's actually looking there, but he's not the one throwing grenades. Let's see what see what this guy's doing. He's running there. He's going to run up to there. He's not going to see me on that route. This guy's going away. This guy's going into that corner. This is all fine, I think. Do grenades ignore soft cover? Yes, they do. What's the explosion radius? I think it's like 5 tiles. It's quite big. It's either like 4 or 5 tiles, I think.
Looking around. Throwing grenade.
So again, I need to know what these two are doing. He's going down there. He's throwing a grenade there. That's all fine, I think. Let's see what he's doing. So this should be okay. I can end the turn peeking here. 1 turn left on the cloak. Two grenades down here, another grenade down
Grenade
here.
out.
So still got an interest point here. The guy who threw the grenade, 2 interest points here. The guy who threw the grenade will always go to investigate where he threw the grenade. So I think we should be okay to get up to here. Except for this guy. If I could go to here. So we've got his blind spot. I can move here and be even safer. We don't know if these guys are coming through this way. So I think I'm just going to stay in cover here. Let's see what these two do. They're going in, that's fine. So we give Prism this valuable tech. Then we pick up the other one for ourselves. And I guess we end the turn like this, peeking with the door closed. And that's the EMP2 there. So we can cloak next turn and get past.
Investigating area.
We don't even need to cloak, I think. Yeah, so I can drag Prism all this way, except I'll be encumbered. So I could run here, drag this way, put a shock trap on the door, and then that all works.
What was that? What was that?
And we didn't even need to use the cloak here, so this is ideal. Sorry, drop. Shock trap. This far, and then I cloak if necessary next turn.
Looking around.
Looking around.
I can't sprint because I'm encumbered, so I just get this far.
Investigating the area.
Then we should be out next turn. I don't think anyone is close enough here to annoy me, but if they are, then I just cloak. Easiest 500 credits Chisto has ever seen me get. Is that because I keep making it difficult to get 500 credits? 502 credits. What did the monster have for me? A hologram projector. I've just bought one of those. Get another one, but I think we're running out of inventory space. 3,000 credits, though, is quite a lot of credits. We could get another agent here. I think we'll probably call the stream there. We've been going for about 3.5 hours.